talk about how camp is going for you.
It's going very well. Everybody's coming together. It's just time for us to bond and just prepare for the season.
Do you see any of Emmanuel Mosley in you? I mean, he comes in as a freshman. He's done very well, as you did as well also.
Definitely a very competitive kid, always in his notebook, always asking questions, and he's very hard working and he's very competitive.
Do you find yourself teaching him a little bit and helping him understand the defense?
Always critiquing each other, and this is part of building a relationship with each other as well as on the field and off the field.
Are you kind of amazed at the weight that he has gained since he arrived, like 33 pounds?
Well, that's expected. Our nutrition staff and strength staff do a great job, and I just knew he would pick that weight up really fast.
You didn't gain that kind of weight, did you? I mean, anywhere close, did you?
I put on 10 pounds, so I mean, like I said, our nutrition staff and our strength staff do a great job with us, and just preparing us and our bodies for the season.
You were the first to get your black stripe off last year. Now Mosley has. What went into making that decision just to let him take it off?
Just making plays together. That's what we're all about in our back end, and as a defensive unit, making plays. He's familiar with our defensive playbook, and he's just prepared for game day.
This team in general, it seems like they're taking a lot of strides off the field, recruiting, this kind of stability of the program and stuff. How important is it to kind of get to a bowl game this year? And is that kind of next step for y'all, or?
Definitely, but as far as getting to a bowl game, we're just taking it one day at a time, one practice at a time, and that will come, and that's a process. And like I said, it's a day at a time, play at a time, snap at a time.
How much better can this secondary be this year compared to last year?
It could be a lot better. It's always a continued working process, and we're as a secondary working on communicating, eye violations, tackling, leverage, and just all different aspects in football. That's just going to make us a better defense in secondary.
Do you think it'll be better because it's the second year of the system, or do you think it'll be better because you have more athletes in the secondary?
Both. We're all familiar with our playbook. We're all learning each other and our style of play, and we're just going to bring it together on game day.
So has having more athletes back there ramped up the competition?
Definitely. It's always a competing process, and that's what we're all about.
We asked you about Mosley. What about some of the other young defensive backs that have impressed you?
Definitely. All of them have impressed me, and they're always coming to me for questions, always in their notebooks, always early to practice, making plays, and that just makes the team overall better.
I think Howard was here a few minutes ago talking about how much he's grown from his experience from this spring. I'm just wondering, what kind of difference do you see in him this year versus maybe a year ago when you first got here? Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of improvement. He's a very hard worker, very competitive guy, very good route runner, very good blocker, and he just brings a lot to the game, and he's going to make a lot of plays for us.
Do you see a difference in his approach or anything like
Definitely.
that?
He's in his meeting rooms. He's a leader as well in the workouts, and he pushes everybody around him, and it's just making everybody else around him better.
Was that something Butch said? The players actually kind of laid out a plan for big. He lived up to all the expectations y'all had for him.
Definitely, yes, he did, and it was a hard process for him, but he fought through it and stayed with it, and we're glad to have him on the team.
Did you talk to him much about the process and about what he needed to do?
No, sir, I didn't. I'm not a part of the player staff, but I'm always in his ear, always motivating them and just pushing them in the right direction. And like I said, he's going to make a lot of great plays for us this year.
Is he harder to guard now than he was a year ago?
They're all the same. I just treat them like very good competition-wise, and it's good to go against all the guys.
What stood out to you in the scrimmage from Saturday, in specific on defense or offense?
We communicated very well Saturday. We still got a lot of things to work on, but we made a positive stride Saturday, and as long as we keep moving forward, we'll be all right for the season.
What is Willie challenging you guys to in practice right now and throughout training camp?
Just being competitive, working hard, just finishing plays, making plays, and this is going to make us better defense.
Are there any NFL DBs that you look up to and form your game around, kind of?
Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman, Joe Hayden. I kind of have a very good style of DBs. I look at their games and try to mirror my game after.
It sounded like there weren't a ton of big plays in the scrimmage Saturday night. Did you guys feel like you did a good job after watching the film?
Definitely. As we look back on the film, we see the positives, but we also see the negatives. And once we get those negatives out of the way, we'll get the ball rolling.
What were the negatives for you guys in the secondary?
Just a couple eye violations, missed tackles, just the things that we just need to critique and get onto each other about. And then once we get those things wrapped up, we'll be ready.
You mentioned Sherman. Do you talk as much as he does on the field?
No, sir. I don't have to talk about it. And he's a great player. And like I said, I don't have to talk about it. And just go out there and play hard.
What motivates you in your career just to be the best, one of the best defenders in the SEC?
This game is short, and your lifespan in the NFL is not that long, and you don't have any time to wait. So, like I said, it's a day-by-day process, and you just got to go out there and give it all every day.